Apollo 11 launched into space in July of 1969. These astronauts were the first humans to walk on the moon.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Apollo 12 launched in November of 1969. These astronauts also walked on the moon. Apollo 13 lifted off in April of 1970. No one was really paying attention. Nothing to see here, people just casually going back to the moon. Except 200,000 miles away from Earth, something went wrong.
Houston, we've had a problem.
What happened? An oxygen tank exploded. To find out why this was a gigantic problem, here's a closer look at Apollo 13. Apollo was a 3-part spacecraft. One part was a service module for all the support systems. That's where the oxygen tank exploded. A second part was the command module, where the crew was hanging out. After the explosion, the only power left on the command module was from a battery, which wouldn't last long. But Apollo 13 still had to loop around the moon and coast back to Earth, which would take 4 days. The battery would die before the astronauts got home. So the support team on the ground told the astronauts to shut down the command module and move into the third part of Apollo 13, the Lunar Module. The Lunar Module was supposed to take the 2 astronauts down to the surface of the moon. Well, there was no way these astronauts were going to walk on the moon now. Their only option? Head back to Earth. The astronauts could stay in the Lunar Module for most of the journey home. When they got close, the astronauts could move back into the command module, turn on the battery, and have enough power left to finish their journey. Problem solved, right? Not so fast. Here's what it was like to be inside that lunar module. First of all, it was freezing, about 38 degrees Fahrenheit, and the astronauts didn't have much food or water. And there was another danger. Remember how I said the lunar module was supposed to take 2 of the astronauts down to the moon? Now it would be holding 3 astronauts for 4 days. There was enough oxygen for them to breathe in, but they were breathing out too much carbon dioxide. The lunar module had filters to clear the carbon dioxide out of the air, but there weren't enough filters for all the breathing these 3 guys were doing. How about using the filters from the command module? Not a bad idea, but those filters were square, and the filters in the lunar module were round. There seemed to be no way to fit the square command module filters into the round openings holding the lunar module filters. Can we help the engineers on the ground develop and optimize a solution before it's too late?